Yes, people, welcome to the channel. Welcome to KGX to the Z Plays. We are here today with the start of a new series, a throwback series, you might say. College Hoops 2K8. My, dare I say, all-time favorite sports game, right? I know nostalgia is something that these young cats throw at folks like myself. But for me, for my money's worth, to this day, there are not too many sports games in the history of sports video games that can top 2K's College Hoops 2K8. Sure, there might be some games that have released in the last decade that look better, that animate better, but from a user experience, and we're talking about everything that you factor into how you determine what the best sports game is of all time, the totality of a game, there aren't many better. From the depth, from recruiting, from the coaching carousel, from the presentation like the weekly highlights or the NCAA selection show, postseason stuff, all of those things, when you combine them and put them together, this game, oh man, it just does it for me. It does it for me. And as you can see on the screen, we are starting it, this dynasty, this career legacy, with my alma mater, the Towson Tigers. Attendance 5,000 at the Towson Center, updated Towson Center. We'll go through all these things. You know, we'll use this first video as sort of an introduction to get folks familiar not only with the team, but also to get some folks who haven't played this game in a long time, get them familiar with what 2K8 was/is all about. And thankfully, the good folks in the 2K community, College Hoops, and EA, NCAA Basketball 10, have been keeping this game active, much like my beloved PES series with PES 2021 season update that's been modded to death on the PC. These folks have went out, and I'm playing this game through the emulator what is it? RP3C3P, whatever the hell that thing is called. But big up to all the folks that put together tutorials, that spent time updating the rosters for this. Your efforts go underappreciated. But just know that you are the ones that are keeping this game alive. So yeah, let's get into it. So you can see up on the screen, we're starting Colonial Conference. Now look, one thing with 2K8, College Hoops 2K8, is that the conferences aren't going to be 100% accurate, right? We know that a lot of the conferences, the ACC, SEC, Big Ten, Pac-12, or whatever the hell it's called now, have moved a lot of members. And because of the limitations on how many teams you can have in a conference, this isn't going to be 100% accurate. But you know what? This is a fictional thing. We don't need it to be 1,000% accurate. It's as good as is. And look, you know, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. But yeah, as you can see, Colonial Conference, attendance capacity, 5K. We're selling it out. Students free. Alumni, $5. I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's go through it. We haven't started anything in terms of recruiting. We simulated the ABL. We did get the schedule down. In terms of trying to make it as realistic as possible, matching up with the 2025, 26 season. The roster is updated. We'll take a look at that real quick. here's our roster, and we'll sort it by. Should we sort it by position? Yeah, we'll sort it by position. So, or no, let's do it by overall. Overall. So we've got the main man from Vineland, New Jersey. Shout out to all my cousins that live up in that area. 6'9" junior, small forward, Tyler Tejada, our highest rated player. 6'9", 230. He's got a 3-point ability, 78 overall. So decent player. Hopefully, we'll keep him around one extra year. We've got another redshirt junior in Dylan Hot Fire Williamson, coming from the hometown of Towson. So he's a local lad, local kid, 6'1", 180, junior point guard. 72 overall, the backup point guard. Redshirt senior from Gaithersburg in Montgomery County. 6'6", 205, so very good height on this guy for a point guard. Power forward, Caleb Mbeya with the gold hair, with the blonde hair, hailing from Cameroon. 6'9", 235, sophomore. Looks to be one that we can hopefully develop for the future. Kind of get him up there in that 75, 76 overall. He's got that shot blocking ability, which we're definitely going to need because we're not a team that's super tall. Although we do have a tree down there in the post, which we'll get to in a little bit. Tyler Schmidt, shooting guard, 6'9", coming from Valpo in Indiana. 6'3", 205, redshirt senior. So he's a guy that will probably have the starting shooting guard spot. 3-point specialist, as you can see right there. Do we have what's his 3-point? Yeah, 79 overall. So one of our better 3-point shooters, if not the best. Another small forward, backup small forward. This one's a 6'7", 215 out of Hempstead, New York. Like I said, 6'7", 215. Freshman Chike Noifo. 68 overall. Jaquan Womack, coming from Lexington, VA, 6'6", 225, true freshman, 68 overall. So definitely somebody that's going to be a major player in our program for years to come. Hopefully get him some valuable minutes this year. He's going to be backing up Tejada, so we can kind of ease him in slowly, give him some rotational minutes, maybe play him and Tejada, who's 6'9", and can maybe slide down to the 4 as well. Get him some time together to hopefully learn off of them vets and them senior folks in there. But then we got the big guy in the middle, walk on, 7 foot 235, hailing from Senegal. So the coaching staff was definitely over in the continent doing some recruiting. But as you can see, 7 foot 235. He is a senior. Probably will be our starting center. Not much of an offensive presence, but defensively, we're going to be looking at him to really lock down the middle, be that defensive presence in the post, help weak side defending, things like that. Another shooting guard, this time hailing from Toronto, OVO. Shout out to my cousins that live up there in Toronto and any Canadians who are watching this. But yeah, Jaden Cole, 6'4", 180, junior, 65 overall. Probably going to be backing up Schmidt, but also maybe kind of competing for some minutes. Abdu Sam, 6'8", 220, redshirt senior, hailing from down the road in Annapolis, Maryland. Another one that will probably get some rotational minutes there. Freshman, true freshman, 6'2", 215, shooting guard. Local kid, Johnny Barton. Tyler Coleman, another senior coming from Alexandria in Virginia, 6'7", 220. Looks to be the backup to Caleb. We'll see how he plays out, but 64 overall. Ryan Conway, 6'1", 185, point guard from just down the street in Baltimore. Redshirt senior, looks to be quick. Got the speed, ability. Another one, true freshman, Brandon Holmes, College Park, Maryland, home of the Terps, 6'8", 230, power forward. Looks like somebody that maybe we think about redshirting or something like that, but we'll see. I mean, we've got Coleman, we've got Mbeya, so we're fairly covered there at that power forward position, unless we get an injury and things like that. So, taking a look at the coaching profile, here's the coaching staff: myself, Coach KG, we got Bauer, and then we got Lettenberger there. Recruiting's unassisted. First recruiting priority: athleticism, rebounding, intelligence, potential. I don't know. What do we think? Let's go athleticism. And we want to build an athletic team. Um, we want to build a team that's got skills in there as well. All plays, man to man is our primary defense. Secondary defense, maybe we'll go through a nice 2-3, or maybe like I like the 1-3-1. Gives good cover, as long as you got somebody athletic to sort of run that baseline that can kind of cover space. You got some good width in terms of defending the wings. So you can get out there on those 3-point shooters, contest, get a hand up, but also kind of compact in the middle as well. And you can do a lot of variations off of the 1-3-1, right? You can trap out high, you can sit back a little bit, pack the paint. Yeah, so full court press. Yeah, like I said, we've got I wouldn't say a deep squad, but we've got a lot of guys that are similar rated. So we're gonna really try to wear teams down. We'll do situational after the basket, bench 11 deep, but we're doing manual substitution, so we don't have to worry about that. Decent tempo, relatively decent. I'll say a little bit below pressure settings, 45. We'll try to get out there on the fast breaks as much as we can, but we definitely want to make sure we crash the boards and hold our own when it comes to the rebounds and stuff like that. Haven't set up any of the development stuff yet or any of the plays, but we are going to take care of all of those different things. How the fuck do we get out of here? Management roster, coaching office, pep talks, the shrine. You can see if you go to the shrine, here's where we'll have hopefully the trophies, some colonials in there, maybe some regular seasons, maybe some postseason NCAA tournament builds, alternate uniforms and things like that. So we'll try to go through and see what the modding community has when it comes to any retro jerseys or things like that. But here's the season schedule. So we kick off with a local one, and when I say local, Loyola, for those folks that don't know, is literally right down the street. Then we got a big one with on the road at 13th ranked Houston. Come back home versus Arky State. Awaited the Dayton Flyers. Down the road in Annapolis at Navy. Again, down the road at UMBC. So we're going to try to tailor the schedule so that we have but some local games and a mixture of big teams, little teams, right? We definitely want the test here. So this is going to be a test. At Dayton's going to be a test. They're usually a perennial NCAA tournament kind of contender. But then we've got Arkansas Pine Bluff, Little Rock, Stephen F. Austin, and then Texas Rio Grande, all at home before we kind of kick off the Colonial play, as you can see right there on January 9th with William and Mary away, and we'll get through it. But the goal is always to try to make the NCAA tournament. Whether or not we do that, not sure. But some of the preseason tournaments, we're not involved in any of these, but maybe in the future, we'll kind of get some of those set up. Recruiting. Take a look at some of the recruits. We'll sort it by interest, and as you can see, look, we're a 1.5 star, maybe 2-star rated school, so we're not going to have a lot of guys interested in us. That's just the nature of the beast. There's some guys down there, 3 stars, right? Emmanuel Prespoziski from Michigan that maybe we'll go after and things like that. But we'll get that board set up. We'll set that up offline. As you can see, look, 81% interest. Newark, New Jersey. 6'8", Stetson Buchanan. Maybe he's somebody that we go after. Local kids. Juan Ewing from DC. Another kid, Cary, North Carolina. That's kind of interested in us. So yeah, we'll set up this. Circle back to it. maybe even create some recruits that are top um, in terms of, just to kind of create a little bit more realism. But look, here's the polls, right? We got UCLA number one, Duke with the Boozer twins number two, Carolina, Oregon, Arizona, all the way down here to the 25th ranked Terps representing the Big Ten. So as you can see, look, some of the conferences are okay. Maryland's in the Big Ten. We've got, who else? Got Syracuse, of course, in the ACC. Arkansas, ACC. Texas A&M, ACC. So yeah, so we got a nice little mix of realism and also fiction as well. So you know, it is like I said, it is what it is, and we'll keep this intro video short because we just want to make sure that we get everybody up to speed with the team, up to speed with the conferences, up to speed with the just the game in general, right? Just the game in general. Um, I wanted to say there was a way to see what maybe it's in polls. There's the media poll. Yeah, maybe I thought there was a way to see preseason what the preseason rankings were. Maybe there is. Maybe I haven't played College Hoops 2K8 in other than this last week in a long time. But we'll just go through, see what the top players are. Right. So College of Charleston, Hickman 78 overall. Delaware, not too good. Delaware. Neither with Drexel. Elon. Hampton, Xavier Long, 74 overall, so pretty decent player there coming out of DC. Some 70s here for Hofstra, A&T, Northeastern, so Towson. So it looks like, if we're UNC Wilmington got some studs. Wessler, 79, so he looks like the highest rated player so far, 7 foot, 250 junior, hailing from Charlotte. Connor Hickman again. So yeah, so there's teams are balanced, right? I would say it's definitely a balanced division or a balanced conference. But we'll see. We'll see as we go through and see as we advance what what the rankings are and all those things, right? As you can see, bracketology and awards, those kind of things don't really pop up until later. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We'll save this right here. Like I said, using the emulator and things like that. If anybody has any questions about the emulator or want to know where the rosters I got from and things like that, there's a nice Discord that I could drop. It's not my Discord, but like I said, I always like to give credit to those folks that put in the time and effort to keep these games fresh. But yeah, man, we'll keep it simple right now. We'll keep it short. The plan is to live stream games as much as possible. Sometimes we'll save games and things like that, but we'll create a separate playlist for this College 2K8. And let me, folks in the comments, let me know, what you guys want to see. Let me know if you want to see full games. I plan on playing all American sliders. 20 minutes. I'm not sure which camera I'm going to play at, whether or not it's going to be the traditional 2K camera or side-to-side nosebleeds. Like I said, I want to do 20 minutes because I want to keep the stats as realistic as possible, but I know folks might not want to sit through and watch a hour-long game in real time and things like that, but maybe we'll do some mashup highlights. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Mashup highlights, or should we do just put the full ones on there, full games on there, or both? Maybe we could do both. But like I said, smash that like, hit that subscribe, turn those notifications on. Got a lot of time off from work in the next month or so, so we're gonna get this thing active. We're internet ready, Aki, and get this one up and started because I'm excited, man. I haven't played a basketball game in quite some time, to be honest with you. So I might be a little bit rusty. I'm not even that big of a college hoops fan, to be honest with you, and that much anymore. But I do love this game, and I love that the emulator runs very smoothly in terms of frame rate and things like that. So, yeah, man, big up everybody. We'll see you at the next one. Peace.